Welcome to Keep Those Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Leo for April 2024. This is a follow-up reading for what you've gone through with the eclipse of the sun. And now we're coming up to the full moon in Scorpio. It's going to be quite tumultuous for some, and for others, it may just be a headache, but either way, we're all going to feel the effects of this Scorpio moon where, again, it is completion, shedding, it's letting go of what no longer serves us. And we see that here with making choices and getting that drive and determination to make the choice and move forward. Get that momentum picking up from what that solar eclipse brought in. And I wanted to do this reading again. It's not so difficult. It seems it's easing up, and the energy it was a bit rough coming through there last week or so, and now it's tapering out after well, it'll start to taper out after the full moon, because this is the culmination, where things come to fruition, fulfillment with our full moon. And then we'll see how we, not so much in how, but in what direction we will take. I mean, if you've made your choice, then you know which way you're going, but for some of us, it is still a stalemate position that we're in, and not being able to make up the mind or jump off the fence, not having that drive. I feel that with you, Leo, where you've gone into a hush all of a sudden. And let's see. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. I was doing a quick cleanup there, and there is truth that needs to be spoken, and talking about behaviors and what you've been through, what you've been doing. It seems like you want to share that with someone. But see, that is what this eclipse brought in. It's what we want to do next, what we want to change. I feel like I need to cut again. I don't know why. But I thank you, Spirit. And I thank you, Leo, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. So your first card, it's all about you. I'm still using the 6-card spread that I did for the last eclipse. But I did change the Oracle deck. It's not the Wild Woman, it's the Woodland Wardens that I'm using for this one. It is, again, to help us to find our way through naturally processing and that guidance that we really do need when it comes down to having a tumultuous time that we are all going through, regardless of what level we're facing it on. So Leo, you're at the point of either receiving or giving, and that imbalance is coming into balance, and fairness is where you're at. You're thinking you want to be treated fairly, or you want to treat someone fairly, and either you need to receive or you need to give, and you're at the point of, well, I'm ready to, you're able to, if it is that you're in the giving mood, because I sense that here. You're ready and you're willing to give. You have what it takes to give. And again, it is a 6, so you're going back on what was done in the past and bringing in the balance. Again, here, this is what Spirit is helping you to do, because you are in that mindset of, I want to be fair, I want to be treated fairly. So we have that 8 of Pentacles shaping up here. So again, boons are coming in for everyone on different levels. And again, it could be monetary as well as it is whatever it is that you consider value. See, I just did Aries, and it's the same thing. It's just a question of what do you consider valuable is where your boons will come in. If it is that you're on a monetary level where you're working and you're looking for work, or you're changing your job, or you're promoting or being promoted, or you're applying out of the company or inward or into internally, I mean, you will have that. It will come to you. Whatever it is you're working on, it's going to come in. It is going to be earned, in other words. Now, again, Spirit is the one that is working through the Two of Pentacles here. And it's not to say that, oh, your ships are not coming in. If it is, they're not meant to come in. They're not meant to come in. But Spirit here is sort of nudging you into that sense of, okay, I need to make the balance happen here. Again, it's balancing and balancing, bringing things back into balance. If it is that Spirit says, no, you have to take it out of and you have to pressure or put pressure, then that is what you will do. But it is, what I see here is this is the effort, that effort of working towards putting things back into balance is what I am getting from this, Leo. And you are, because that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to shape things up. You're meant to be placed in a position where you feel that you need to either be treated fairly or to treat people fairly. And that is what brings in the balance. The final outcome here, or potential outcome is what I should say, is the Star. So it is destined that this go through. Considering what you've been through in your situation, destiny is upon you coming off of this full moon, because it is going to change where your circumstances are, whether you are receiving or giving. It is meant to happen. You see, again with the balance here, this is a higher corner. This is the Star card. This is where your focus, where you will focus on maintaining that balance and reaching for that higher level of understanding and looking toward the future, not feeling that you're not having enough, that you're not getting enough. You will have. You see, Spirit has placed you in a sense of, I need to pay attention to. Here you're paying attention to either yourself or another or others, depending on your situation. And here you are receiving because you have or are paying attention to others, and therefore the balance comes in. The bottom of the deck, we have that sense of independence. Leo, you are going to receive in boons, as we like to say when these cards show up, okay? What is rightfully yours is coming to you. What you have earned is going to be paid out to you. What you have given up is being recognized. And then this is where you have to not that you have to, but you automatically take the position of that independence, that self-sufficiency, that, again, it is the Pentacles coming in here. So I look at this as more boons to you, where you will have that value, that sense of value, and within yourself and on a monetary level as well. You have earned it. You've earned it. Here, that's what it means. You've earned it. You've done the work. Spirit is seeing that you have done the work, and that you are able now to enjoy the fruits of that labor that you have sacrificed for and noticed on pretty much every level that things have to change, that your way of working, your ethics, your sense and sensibility has to come up to change, because with the 6, we're looking at the past as well as the future. We're looking at everything that's gone through, what we've been through, what we've failed at, what we have succeeded at, and here is where the experience counts, where you've earned it, you've come through, you're successful. Again, more success showing up here, where you get to start, you get that fresh start, you get that drive to move forward. Again, you and Aries have a similar outcome, where it is a new beginning coming in. But this is what the eclipse brings for us all, regardless of what level you're on. It is to give a second chance to some. It is to give a new beginning to others. It is to have that drive, that determination, that dream spark, where you go, oh, well, I've done all this, now I have, my time is here now, I can just do what I want, so I'm going to do this. See, it's a question of the doors just opening up for you, and here is where they do open up, from the first level. Here we're going into the 7 of Pentacles, and then the Hermit. So we're looking to see our way as to what we really want, what we've invested in, and how we can make more come from it, because we see the value. Again, it's all the pentacles that we're dealing with, so it's really what is valuable to you, as well as monetary. Because I'm not saying you're winning a lottery, but it could be for some, in whatever form. Well, I say the luck, it's the luck factor, but this is not luck. This is what you've earned. This is because of what you have done. You've suffered. You've worked hard. You've put your efforts where they are supposed to have been put. You followed the rules, in other words, to be detailed, to pay attention to how things work, to be able to make more come in, and then have this drive for something new, whether it is a new idea, whether it is a new relationship, a new job, a new company, whatever it is. Your creative side is now being allowed to express itself, because you have accumulated enough value within yourself, or monetary gain, in order to have a creative new start on projects or with people. And everything that you've invested in is coming back to you. You see, because you are healing, you are gaining that sense of wisdom, you are able to help and teach others, you are able to heal the self and others. Take it as it resonates. And then we have that Princess of Wands. So coming in with this Ace of Wands, we have that I will step forward. I will take action. The idea is already set. Now we need to move. Now this is a messenger, so it is the first step. Now we have the Ace, which is the potential. So it seems that you have momentum that will pick up, because you are determined. Again, more higher corners showing up to heal. So we see the higher corners just coming in between. So Spirit is really helping you and stepping with you, and bringing in this Temperance card with the 8 of Pentacles. So the real focus, you see the really detail, working out the details and paying attention is where you were to begin with. So it's bringing you now to making the moves that you really want to make. And did I even check? So caught up in doing the reading. That's good. All right. So we're looking good here, Leo, with coming up to the 8 of Pentacles, and then choices. You're secure in that choice that you're going to make because you know what you want. And again, it is guided with the higher arcana with the lovers here. So let's take a look, see what the second layer is, because you're on the right path. This is to reassure and reaffirm that the changes that have occurred through the eclipses and your mindset shifting into focusing on what you really want and wanting a fair deal, or wanting to make things fair, or being treated fairly, is where you're already there now. You've acquired and accumulated, and the work is done. Spirit is guiding you. Spirit has your back. And the difficulty that's coming up, we're meant to face it. And it is just a question of accepting where you are, who you're with, who you're not with, why you're not with them. And if you want to continue where you are, work may go for some, because again, it is relating to the solar eclipse. We're still feeling, if not just feeling, we're coming through what we've felt, and some of us have not felt anything at all until it'll come a little later. Don't forget, we're not all on the same level when things occur in the moments. We are affected differently at different times. Leo, it's just a feeling like a little breathless, you know, like you want it badly. You want something badly. You've been wanting something badly. It's coming. Change is here. You see a new beginning. Again, the new beginning. That fresh start with our Princess of Wands. That I want to go forward. I have learned something. I've learned my lesson. I see where the future can change and will change. Leo, you're very enthusiastic and quite refreshingly so, because we need that, because this Scorpio full moon is going to help us to shed what we no longer need, what no longer serves us, and being able to let go of it because we have an idea of what we want for the future just makes it that much easier for us. You fire signs, so far, I've done you in Aries. Well, I'm doing you now, but it's just to say that it's a momentum that's picking up and moving forward. Success is around the corner if you don't feel it yet, okay? Leo, let's see what the second layer looks like for you. There it is. You see, if you're not feeling that you were fairly treated, or that you're still not being fairly treated, you're tired of that. And if it is in the reverse, because I don't do the reversals, that sense of satisfaction is coming in because you want it. You want to be satisfied and you want to feel that satisfaction. Here you have the possibility. It's there. It's always been there. It's a question of you lifting your head and looking around and seeing things a little differently, which is what you've been doing. And Spirit is helping you to see that things are shifting around and being brought back into balance because of efforts that you have made. Whether you've put things out of balance or not is irrelevant. The point is that you learn from the situation, from the circumstance that you were in, and bringing things back into balance is the remedy for the future, because you have a future to look forward to regardless of what took place in the past. And being able to let go of those things that have brought you down and made you feel like, I don't want this, is where the change is. It's coming, Leo. You just have to. This is where the breathlessness is coming from. Okay. Because you really want. You see, you really want to have something said, something spoken, something changed, new ideas. That boredom, that inertia, that unfair treatment. You're really looking forward to that, shifting things around and having a conversation, at least sharing ideas, and very excited and very enthusiastic and very intelligent, because this is air. If it is that you have air in your chart, then you're being led. Spirit is leading this. This is where Spirit comes in and says, well, you're going to shake you out of that circle, that cycle, that vicious cycle that you've been going through. Well, now we're going to bring that out with new ideas and a new beginning and a new way of dealing with. You can't wait. You're excited about it. And it's okay. It's supposed to be. But then we have another knight or a prince here of pentacles. So this is the balance that Spirit is bringing in. That rushing in and then slowing down. This is where that that is where you will go through with the full moon and come out with a plan of action that will take the time that it is supposed to take. Because here you have that, what Spirit is giving you, those ideas, that Aquarius mind working here. You see, this is very Aquarian. This is changing up that inertia, looking at what it is you don't want anymore and making decisions and really working out how to stop that cycle from repeating itself. And then you put the plan into action is where this potential outcome is. Because here is this knight or prince of pentacles is very focused on what they want, and they build a legacy. You see, they build on what it is that, I shouldn't say what it is that comes to them, but it's that sense of fairness. You see, that sense of I want to have and I want to take what I have and I want to make something more. This becomes the Seven of Pentacles. Again, what you're invested in. And then it turns into the Nine with this Two of Pentacles here. So again, it's being able to accumulate and come to that end of, well, now I've acquired, I've done the work, and now I want to continue on with something. Again, it is destiny that is bringing in all of this planning and preparing for the future. You have plans and you are working on them, and Spirit is guiding it with that verve, that vibration of this is where I want to go, the attention to the details, you see, and making change, breaking up that inertia and really going for that cup here, that what you not really focused on, thinking that it's just going to be the same thing all over again. No, Spirit is showing you that you have the ability and you are taking the steps and have already done so because you have a plan. And there it is, the peace, that moving on to still or tranquil waters is what we like to say, where that mind is not going to be a bother, where your thoughts are all about ease and working smoothly with the plan. Whatever it is that you've planned for the future, Spirit is letting you know that you're on your way. And here we have that Eight of Wands where you will communicate. You see, you will have that action. You will take action with your plans. You will be able to express and have that decision-making process become a reality. Those plans will become a reality. And then we have the Princess of Cups, where you look at relationships or a new relationship or shaping up for a relationship or apologies even. Sorry, Leo. which brings us to the Queen of Swords. So being honest, you see, here we have that, being honest and being open to having a relationship, taking that stand and being in control, being the leader here. This is the Lord, this is our Emperor, having that sense of forgiveness, that looking into being in control and not let me see here. It's because I'm looking at the way the Princess of Cups is a new relationship. It is like an offer, a small offer, but that small offer is for honesty and being open, receiving it or giving that sense of honesty, to talk about whatever. There it is. See, being deeply hurt and being able to speak about it. You see, that is what Spirit wants, this fair deal of, I keep saying fair deal, but it is to bring in the balance. It is to have that reciprocity and see where that inertia was affecting the relationships that you've been in. And it's not just the one, it could be many. It could be a history of relationships that you are looking into and how you are dealing with them, coming in now with this new beginning that the eclipse is bringing us, because you don't want to have the same kind of difficult, tumultuous relationships that you've been through. You don't want that anymore. You want to be in an honest relationship. You want to have that deep sense of truth within and between you and the next person. This is why we have our Emperor with this page here. You see, it's a question of accepting, forgiving the self, going within, being honest, looking at what you really want, dealing with other people on an honest level, dealing with yourself on an honest level, and being able to face and heal those disappointments that you have within you for having had difficult relationships. You see, it's really, this is our Scorpio working with you, that Scorpio full moon. It's about how you change the mind on how you look at relationships, how you experience the relationship and allow the next person to experience the relationship with you. It's very deep, this one. Okay, so let's take an oracle. Again, it's the Woodland Wardens. So this is a very natural helping hand that Spirit is offering through the Scorpio moon that will bring us to more change and being able to really hold on to the direction that we want to take. That is what is going to come. And this is why I'm using the Woodland Wardens, to give a little more of a natural connection to the spirituality, in the sense where how Spirit is helping us through the energy that the moon will bring. And again, it is with animals and nature, so it is the energy with around us and how we can give ourselves that space to allow Spirit to help us through our earthly creatures and the vegetation, the fauna, the moon, the sun, all the planets. You know, this is where we really come to understand how we are placed in this existence. Thank you, Spirit. It's very deep, this. And I feel that the readings are going to be like that coming up to the end of the month. That's why I'm doing them now. Because that energy, again, we're in a Libra moon. So this moon is to help us find the balance. Help us, exactly that, to find the balance. To give us a little more ground to stand on. And help us to think things through in a way that we make the steps that the eclipse has brought us to the brink of that new beginning that we all seem to be struggling with. Just going to shuffle one more time. What is the oracle message for Leo for April 2024? This moon, the Scorpio moon coming up. Seems that Spirit wants you to work through it with precision. Leo, you are looking into the details. Keep cutting. All right, let's see now. There it is. See that we have the snail and the huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. Yes, that sense of fairness, things that you can't see is where you are, Leo. You're dealing with what is beyond the physical. You're dealing with the metaphysical, in fact, because it is your mind. It is looking for that sense of peace. It is looking for that sense of expression, that feeling that you can think and speak and do, and then what you think and speak and do makes a change. And that change, again, it comes from wanting to have that sense of fairness, bringing back the balance. Again, this is all about things you cannot see, and you are smack dab in the middle here with the snail and the huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the dragonfly and pansy for the balance. Again, it's all about bringing in the balance for you. Getting into that mindset of things are going to be okay. You really need to believe that, Leo. Spirit has your back. Spirit wants you to bring in the balance. Spirit is helping you to bring in the balance. Look, see, we have the dragonfly. It's luck. And then the background of the card is very light. So again, this is all Spirit doing that work for you, as we see right here. Okay, so let's take a read on the snail and huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. Let's see, that would be... This is 61. Again, it's like a 7, And 7s are difficult, but this is transformation in itself. This is going into the darkness and knowing that Spirit has your back. And let's see. Snail and the huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. The determined and deliberate snail carries its home on its back. While it may seem like a simple, humble creature, the spiral of its shell portends great mystery. Having trouble. Representing the cycle of life. Like the snail, the huckleberry is sometimes associated with smallness and insignificance. A huckleberry, in late 19th century slang, was a person of little consequence. However, it is a powerful fruit that grows plentifully, offering life-sustaining nutrients to both humans and woodland creatures. Together, the snail and the huckleberry invite an appreciation for what is beneath the surface and trust in what cannot be seen. Leo, you're on your way. You're not out of the woods yet, but you're getting there. Have that faith that Spirit has your back. And what ideas come to you is it's going to bring that passion back in if you felt that you didn't have it before, you lost it. that inertia, and that sense of, I don't want that, I'm tired of that. Well, that is going to change because you're destined for more. Again, I remember saying, you don't know how powerful you are, but you're coming into it. You're coming into it. You're seeing that you have an effect, that you do have cause and effect showing up here. Your actions now are coming into effect because there's details here. There's that deliberate sense of speaking, of doing, of taking action. That is what Spirit wants you to move forward on. And being in the dark for a little while more is probably how you're feeling. Like you're not too sure where this is going and if it will go anywhere. And that it really depends on your situation. Again, it's back to the fairness. It's back to the I don't want and I don't feel I should and why can't I? All of that. You have to go through that to really come out a little stronger and a little wiser. Just allow for it. Now is a good time to follow your bliss, trusting in invisible supports. With great risk comes great reward. I don't want to read the reversal on this one. When have I benefited from trusting in subtle clues? You see, look for where you do have that sense of faith. You do have it, you know. Spirit is reinforcing it by putting you through a little bit of a turmoil and coming up to the full moon, you're going to feel that little turmoil a little more. And don't worry, have faith. It'll come through. It'll come through. You will come through. You will see a change and you will be manifesting that change. You will be a part of that change and your plans are going to come through. You're going to take action. Just know that it is to bring in that peace. Whatever it is you're going to do, however aggressive it may be, but I don't feel so much of aggression here. I'm feeling more of details, working through the details, pointing them out, speaking about them. That's the kind of conversation that you're wanting to have, and Spirit is pushing that for you to bring things back into balance with whomever, whether it is a working situation or a romantic situation or looking more like a working situation or acquiring value or acquiring money or working with money or just people that you're working with. I mean, your situation, it is coming into balance, whatever it is. The dragonfly and pansy with the balance card. Let's see, this is 68. Here, the balance. Searching with a delicate grace. Perching. Perching with a delicate grace. The dragonfly is a symbol of balance, nimble and attuned as a dancer. It moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease. Pansies are named for the French word pensée, meaning thought, and were given by the Victorians as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. Again, you're thinking about what you want to do, and you're going to do what you're thinking, and you have a plan set, and destiny is calling it in. You are destined to do what you are about to do. Have faith that it will come true, as it will. Like a dragonfly hovering above water, you are healthy and confident. Your physical skill is matched by your mental and emotional strength. Yes, Leo. If you are not feeling like you were up to the mark, you're coming through. On that note, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Leo, love and light.